Can y'all see me in the corn? This stuff has gotten so tall. So we're out here inspecting the hives. Look at all the bees.
Yes. You'll have a hive right next to each other that has everything happening on it.
Oh, good Lord.
And then a hive right beside it that's, you know, not as much.
Right. Wow. There's one down there that's like that too, just all over.
Full up. Now I'm excited to look in here. Ho ho ho. You'll want to zoom in on this one, I think.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Like there's honey on the lid.
Oh, there's a lot of honey.
Oh my gosh.
And they're all eating it now too. They said, wait a second, you took my top off.
Oh my gosh.
That's good stuff. They're so full up that they're building on the top of the honey.
That is a full busting at the seams hive right there.
Now, let me pull this out. There are so many bees in here. I gotta be careful. This is when it gets tricky sometimes because there's so many bees and you want to be gentle around them because lots of little opportunities to accidentally smush them.
Oh my gosh. Shayna, can you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
That's full up.
That is full up of honey. Oh my gosh.
It's that spring honey too, so it's really, really,
Really
white.
white.
All right, put your finger in it. Give it a taste test. Does it taste like the one you tried earlier, or completely different?
Completely different.
Completely different.
That's completely different.
And frame to frame, sometimes. Now, when they have a big resource boom, a lot of times it'll taste the same throughout it, but they're collecting from so many different resources that sometimes it's really hard to pin down what flavor it is.
I don't know what that flavor is, but it is delicious.
I saw a ton of wild blackberries.
And that could be, it's real sweet. It's not like that minty flavor of the other. Or grapish flavor, which could be in the privet because privet to me has a grapey scent when it's first blooming.
I think I saw some privet along the edges all around there.
It is everywhere.
That does good for
I
them.
think I might have some wild plums over there too.
They made their own little hole.
I see
It
that.
must have been a knot in the wood and it got knocked out, and so they have a little bit easier access.
That one's like warning me. She just come and flew and hit me on the neck.
Yeah, those ones are all over Dad. So what I'm gonna do,
I'm going to back up because she's still after me.
I'm gonna take one of these fume boards, and it's just felt that we put in here and have some tin over the top of it. And we spray this stuff called Honey Bandit, and that's the brand name. And it smells kind of like cherry to me.
Sassafras.
Sassafras. Well, I don't know what sassafras smells like, but now I guess I do. So
And I just made some bees very angry when I walked up to you.
I don't think, well, I can't promise they won't sting, but I don't think they're gonna sting.
Well, I'm backing away slowly, hoping they'll come back your way.
I'll call them over here.
Girl, keep them over there.
So this smell will drive them down into the lower boxes. And so just like I was saying, because it's so full, you want to be extra careful because there's lots of, little bees running around. So the smell will drive them down and push them out of the way. So whenever we're moving around the super and lifting it up to harvest the honey, it reduces the chances that we injure the bees. It kind of just gently gets them moving along.
Okay.
So I'll put that on. And since it's the metal on the top and it's so thin, the sunlight will warm it up, and so it'll really make those fumes a lot more. Woo-wee. Same thing.
Oh my gosh.
It's full up.
I've got the camera zoomed in on you, so you can just look at the camera like I'm back there.
Now, one of the frames, I'll show you. Oh, this is cool. So one of the frames got put in there and it ended up being crooked. Look how wide that is of honey. And these are actually some male bees.
Some drones?
The drones, it's these little popcorn shapes. That's where the drone bees will hatch out of. And this is actually a queen cell that they have either started. Nope. That's a queen cell that is hatched. So that is possible that there's a new queen in this colony. Oh no! Did it sting you? Smush it! Smush it! That's what you need on camera.
She was mad at me. She landed on my face and tried to sting my lip.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
And so when I swatted her off my lip, she decided she would chase me.
That hurts so bad.
So it is time for the vaccinations, and I want y'all to see that this is the CD&T vaccination for goats. And the part about this that I want you to know is, first of all, this has to be kept cold. So as I do the syringes, I'm putting them in this cooler pack with an ice pack in there. But as responsible goat owners, we need to vaccinate our herd because of course, you don't want them to be sick at all. I mean, that's just part of it. You've got to vaccinate your animals. You don't want them to get sick and die. You don't want them to be miserable. It's just a responsibility of a farmer and animal owners that you have your animals vaccinated. So today is the final booster for the year of the CD&T vaccine. So I'm about to go vaccinate some animals. moving him out of your way? Okay, so we have had goat rodeo this week, and also we have gathered some honey from the honeybees, which was really super sweet. I mean, you know, I was out there without a bee suit on, and now I really have to get one. The bees were very good to me. They did not try to sting me at all. They were just all around me while I was videoing Rachel and Roy robbing their honey. But one bee decided she wanted to sting my lip. So she got up there and I could feel her turning over and buzzing to sting. So I swatted her away, and then the bee rodeo happened. At one point you can see Rachel just bent over laughing because I was running. I think Roy even told me that he couldn't believe I could run that fast. But it had me dancing. It had me swinging around and running. It was so funny. But y'all, I kind of want to give y'all a garden update. And let's see what's going on this side of the farm. The goats are great. They have been dewormed. They have had their vaccinations and their pest spray done on them this week. So the bees are taken care of. So now let's look at the gardens. So right now I'm in the middle of the potager garden, and I showed you earlier that the corn is actually over my head in spots. Yep. So let me show y'all some other things. So right here I have some chamomile flowers that I've got to gather for doing my chamomile tea. This is all lemon drop. Y'all, we have already gathered off of this so many times. And just look at it. I'm going to have to just start giving that away. The bush beans that are at the base of the corn, they're blooming. Can y'all see that? Look at the blooms. I hear bees, so that is a good thing. The corn is about to tassel. Over here is my pink eye purple whole peas. Y'all, I promise y'all, the Hoss seeds showed out this year. White roses that climb, and that is a volunteer tomato, because this was the chicken house at one time. And y'all, I didn't pull it up because I just couldn't. It's beautiful. I don't know what it's going to be though. So over here, now this is vervain, I believe, and I'm going to tincture the tops of those. So I will pull that up after I get that done. This is some more calendula here. I have some in my green stalk. And of course there's some lemon balm that I'm going to harvest again, and I need to weed right there. But the peach trees are doing very well that I brought over here. I'm going to cut that big dead one off of it eventually. All right, so let's go see the floret flowers. This side is the celosia. There is spun sugar. No, that's vintage rose here. This is going to be glowing embers. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Look at those colors. And this is spun sugar over here. They are starting to take off and bloom, y'all. It's time for me to gather a little bit and put in the house, because look at the zinnias. Let's start with Dawn Creek Peach. Is that not beautiful? Y'all, I'm also taking pictures while I'm videoing. The colors are just amazing. Okay, so over here we have a unicorn mix. I don't know that that's not my favorite colors. Look at this one. Okay, so the dahlias have not started blooming yet. This is another couple of spun sugar celotias. And over here is going to be Victorian Wedding. And as you can see, if you look across, there are so many buds. We are about to have some beautiful, beautiful flowers here on the farm. There is my Roselle hibiscus. Look, it's already getting calyxes on it. So exciting. So now, let's go to the lazy garden. Y'all, I have got to come back out here again today and pick this lazy garden because some things that I left yesterday, like that, has really taken off overnight. There's another zucchini right there. I probably need to make some zucchini bread. And look at all the squash, y'all. Look at that little bitty squash plant over there with a big squash on it. These are the Hoss pickling cucumbers. And look at that. There's tomatoes everywhere, y'all. Squash everywhere. Now look at the tomatoes. Beautiful. Let's go down to the end of the row because look, there's more squash. I got to come out and pick a few squash today. We had squash for dinner last night. But y'all, I want y'all to see this too. Look down through there. Now, I'm in the process of pruning the tomatoes, but they are loaded. But I want y'all to see the jambalaya okra. What is that? It's an okra bloom. I'm so excited. I'm about to have okra, y'all. I started these in the greenhouse too. Now, over here, what you see, I had eaten a really good cantaloupe and I saved the seeds on it and planted them, and voila. I've got cantaloupes running everywhere in here. Okay, look how beautiful the peppermint and the holy basil is. Got some volunteer zinnias there. These are Hoss jalapenos, and look, I've got some little jalapenos on here. Look at that. I'm gonna be making salsa. These are the Iberian cayennes. I started these in the greenhouse also. And these are the Hossinator bell peppers. Of course, here's my collards again. Carrots. And a little peppermint over here with the carrots. There's the lazy garden, y'all. Look at how loaded the tomato plants are, y'all. There are tomatoes everywhere. Huge, big, big tomatoes. So while I'm out here pruning, I do want to give a shout out to Nikki up in Alaska. Nikki sent me, I was really wanting some of these arm protectors for working in the garden. And Nikki sent these to me. She sent me enough to last me, I believe, 5 or 6 days worth that I could just wash and wear. So thank you so much, Nikki. And I am putting these to some good use. I'm wearing them. It's protecting my arms. My arms do not sting. They're actually a really cool sweat wicking material. So whereas right now in long sleeves, I would be burning up and, you know, my arms would just be toasting, they're not.
It actually feels like cool air hitting my arms right now. So thank you again, Nikki. They are so much appreciated. And give Billy Boots a hug for me. Okay, I've got a mess back here I've got to clean up. It won't be long before the tomatoes will be ready to harvest. I may go ahead, there's some very large ones in here, so I may go ahead and have me some fried green tomatoes for dinner this evening. But as far as the tomato production this year, it looks like that I'm going to be canning quite a few tomatoes this year. I cannot wait. I'm so excited about it. But that is what has went on the farm this week. So we've had a very, very busy week. I've got some exciting things to share with you coming up. So in the meantime, y'all farm on.